What is going on YouTube? It's Sankey and we're back with another one. Alright guys, so in this video I'm coming at you with a couple of plays that could double this year. Now they've all had positive news drops over the last 24-48 hours, so I want to make sure they're on your radar. And we've also added a new play to the portfolio, so I've got a jam-packed one for you in this video, so do make sure you stick this one all the way through with me. And also, do hit that like button, and if you're new, hit that subscribe button, join the journey. Now before we get to it, I want to touch on a play that I put you guys in a couple of days ago. Up on screen, that's ZNGA, ticker symbol ZNGA, the game development company. As you guys know, right now is earnings season, and I said we're going to crush a couple of plays. How? By getting into them before they announce good earnings. You can see an uplift in that stock price. Now for those of you who just found my channel this week, we crushed pins and snap last week. This week we've gone ahead and done the same with ZNGA. Now, as you guys know, I put this one on your radar about 10 days ago and told you guys to scoop them up when they were under $9. So as you can see on the week's performance, strong performance, and that is off the back of great results that they announced yesterday after markets closed. Earnings increased 66% year on year. So this is a solid start to the year for ZNGA. Now, as we progress through the year, ZNGA have a lot going for them. They're looking to expand internationally. They have a good game lineup, and they've also come out and said that they expect to do around 30% increase in revenues year on year. That's without acquisitions. The CEO's come out and said that they are primed and ready with the capital to make those acquisitions also. So I expect good things for this company. Now, our strategy with this play is to hold them through the year. Like I said, they've got some good things coming up, and we don't want to miss out on those returns. Now guys, earnings season continues on into next week, and we look to do much of the same, so don't miss out on that weekend drop. Now let's get into the day's plays. Next up we have CleanSpark, that's ticker symbol CLSK. Now they're diversified in what they do, microgrid energy solutions, data centers, but also Bitcoin mining. News has dropped recently that they've increased their Bitcoin mining capacity by 65% this month versus December. Now this is a significant increase, and it's going to give a real boost to their revenues, and I don't think the market quite appreciates this yet. You guys know we're always looking for those opportunities where the market hasn't reacted, then we can pounce on this one before the market reacts. That's how we make some great returns. Now if we look at the charts, it was only a couple of weeks ago that we saw this play dip down to the low 20s. Now guys, from a dip there's only three places to go, either up, sideways or down. Now, I like those plays that show that quick recovery from the dip, like this one. It shows that there's that strong investor confidence in the play, and there's some good things to come. Now, you guys know I always say make sure you know your unique selling points of your plays. CleanSpark, remember, they have their energy division, so what they're looking to do is tie that with the Bitcoin mining division to mine this Bitcoin at the lowest rate possible for a domestic Bitcoin miner, and do it in the most sustainable way. Because we've got to remember, it takes a lot of energy to mine these Bitcoins. And as more corporates buy up Bitcoin, we already have MicroStrategy, PayPal, Squared, and Tesla recently. The mining operations are going to be under more scrutiny. So here we have CleanSpark thinking ahead of the curve. Now, I also want to put on your radar that right now they're going through a legal situation. But if we're able to look past this and see the growth that they've added to the business, this one could be a good one to catch the dip, add to the portfolio, or load up your existing position. Alright guys, so strike price on CleanSpark is under $27. Up on screen, that's Alpine Technologies, ticker symbol ALPP. This is one of our channel plays that we've been in for a while now, since they're around $1. Doing well on this play. As you can see, we're up over 200%. If you don't know Alpine 4, they're a holding company. They go out and acquire businesses in high growth industries. Last year, very focused on the drone sector, made 2 acquisitions, one in Possible Aerospace, another called Vayu, and they're set for great things this year. Now for our play to double, we're taking that market cap from 1 billion to 2 and that share price right up to $16, and I think we're going to see it this year. Now guys, I want to put on your radar that one of their platform businesses called Quality Circuit Assembly, we know they manufacture those printed circuit boards and work with a lot of Fortune 500 companies. They've received an additional 1 million in orders from leading EV companies, from robotics companies, and from environmental technology businesses. So guys, this is good news, and that's on top of their 1.5 million in orders that they received in December and January. So it's very clear to see that our play is building momentum, gaining exposure, beating expectations in these leading industries, and I think there's a lot more to come. There's a lot more business, a lot more partnerships that we're going to see with Alpine as we progress through this year. Now in the CEO's letter to the shareholders, he mentioned that this year we should be expecting around 50 million in revenue. This is the kind of play that I can see being priced up 20 times market cap to sales. Now next year I'm expecting at least 100 million in revenue. This gives us the $2 billion market cap we're looking for. Now remember, we've got some catalysts coming up to accelerate this business. One is the uplisting to the NASDAQ. You guys know this is going to be good for this company. It's going to give them a lot of exposure. A lot of people can still not buy Alpine 4 because they're listed on the OTC exchange. Now, this just gives them access to a lot more investors and a lot more liquidity capital that they can go out and make those acquisitions. That's my second point. We should be expecting at least 2 to 3 acquisitions this year in high growth industries. We know that last year they dominated that drone sector. This year could be the same, could be other high growth sectors. So these are the kind of things that we should be looking out for, and that's going to give that stock price a push. Alright guys, so let's talk strike price on our Alpine 4 play. Now, despite the volatility in the markets that we've seen over the last couple of days, our play has held firm. Therefore, I'm setting that strike price at $8. You catch them under $8, consider adding to your position. All it takes is one more catalyst, and this could be a $10 play. Alright guys, so it's time for our main event. This is a new addition to the portfolio. Up on screen we have MGC Pharmaceuticals, that's ticker symbol MXC. This is a medical cannabis play, and they've just completed a 6.5 million raise to become the first cannabis sector play to list on the main market of the London Stock Exchange. Now guys, not only do we know that the medical cannabis industry is one of the fastest growing right now, but they're working on some crucial parts of healthcare. So I'm going to give you guys an update on where they're at with their business. They're working on phase 2B trials for a treatment of epilepsy, also on phase 3 trials for a treatment of COVID-19, and also their lead candidate to improve dementia and Alzheimer's disease. So as you can see, a wide range of healthcare needs that they're trying to combat with their medicine. Now, any positive updates on any of these trials or studies that they're working on is going to give that stock price some good momentum. Now guys, let's talk strike price on our play. If you can catch this one under 350, consider joining us and loading up on this one. Alright guys, been rocking with the channel, you know what time it is. Now this question comes from Jamoy, says, while doing your due diligence on a company, what are the key things to look for in a business that shows it will be a successful stock in the future? So this is a great question that I thought I'll share with you guys as I look to help you level up your investment game. There's a lot of things I look for. I'm going to give you guys 5 of them. The first is good revenue growth. I'm looking for at least 20% future revenue growth. Sometimes management will come out and tell you what they expect to achieve, like Alpine 4. Take that business from 30 million revenue last year to 50 million this year. Sometimes they won't tell you, so you just have to read between the lines. So if you look at one of our plays, Marathon Patent Group, they haven't told us what they expect to achieve in revenues, but we know they're looking to deploy 100,000 miners. This is going to give them some explosive revenue growth. As the second thing I'm looking for is a large total addressable market, because as that company is growing, I don't want them to run out of steam. So I need that market to be large so they can just keep on growing. Let's take another one of our plays from the portfolio. That's Skills. We know their monthly active gamers is around 2 million, but there's around 2 billion mobile gamers in this world. So there's a large addressable market for them to keep on growing and acquiring new gamers. The third thing we're looking out for is the path to profitability. In the early stages, it might not matter. A lot of our penny stock plays don't make net income, but they have good revenues. But at some point in time, the investors are going to come knocking for those profits. So let's take an example like NEO. We know that every financial report they release, that gross margin number gets better and better. And that's a good sign. That's something to look out for. The fourth thing we're looking out for is that play actually has a unique selling point. Let's take one of our plays, HIMS, the telemedicine play. We know their USP is that they focus on the millennials and no one else is doing it like they do. And the fifth thing we're looking out for is a strong management team. I like those management teams that focus on growth, building their business, becoming number one. And take an example, that's Alpine 4 Technologies. We know that their CEO is looking to take this business to new heights in the drone sector and other places. And he's looking to do that through several acquisitions to grow the business. Alright guys, so that wraps things up. Do hit that like button for me, really helps the channel out. And if you're new, hit that subscribe button, join the journey. Also check out the link down below to the Patreon where you can get access to the Discord and you can join our team of investors over there and enter into some additional plays with us. So as I always say, stock market is rapidly moving. Check into the channel each and every day so you never miss a beat. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.
you.